Good hello, welcome to WillPower Recap. This is the paper prototype. I'm going to go into a bit more depth as to how this works very soon. However, I wanted to draw your attention to these little S, M, and L. These are the reward tiers, the treasures that you can find, small, medium, and large, respectively. When moving to the digital version, lo and behold, I made this. There's a big S in a bubble, and it does a little spark. But then I was thinking, why am I using the placeholder art as the final art? These are treasures, right? This is something you want to be yearning for, something that you can sort of see in the distance and be like, well, what's that? How do I get to it? What will it do? What treasures will I uncover? So Hatz's, redesigning came into effect. Oh, look at this. This is my miscellaneous parts folder. So there's just things everywhere, and it's not crazy organized. When I haven't spent much time in here for a few days because I quickly forget where everything goes. So then I thought, okay, no, it needs to be some sort of treasure, gold, gemstones, etc. And the tiers get more and tantalizing. So sack of gold, pot of gold, chest of gold. That could be fun. But then when starting to draw the sack of gold, the small rewards are the most common. You see them just everywhere. And having it just being a sack with a bit of gold coming out, that's not that thrilling. So maybe it would be best to just not have that at all and then go for just, like a pile of coins and gemstones just lying on the ground. Fairly smallish pile. So that came to this. Hang on, that's not actually it with all of the bits on. There we go. So, this is the drawing I've got going currently, and, up to you if you like it or not. If you have notes or corrections, things that you would like to see changed, now is the time to say it, because it's definitely the opinion I'm listening to. So, the struggle with something like this was, it is fairly detailed. Remember, it's going to be zoomed out to probably about this size, so you still need to be able to tell what it is, and I have a tendency of sort of overdoing it in the detail at the moment. You'll be able to sort of pinch in and zoom out, so you can admire it a bit more if you want, but to be able to maximize the color and the shine, having the big thick black outline started to become a problem. If it was around every coin, around every stone, the black would wash everything out. Solution: draw it like this. Hold on. Like that. So it's all drawn flat, and how I did that was with strokes on like this. So I spent most of the time in the drawing view, stroke mode on, drawing with strokes, mind you. So go onto the stroke tool in Toon Boom and just drawing with these invisible lines like that, drawing shapes and then paint bucketing them in. That was the method. In fact, I videoed it, so here's time-lapse footage of it happening. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm not watching it, you are, so I'm just saying words. Anyway, so when that was done, went in with the stroke tool even more, started sort of filling in the, cutting in the parts, filling it, got some gradients in there, whatever, and then the plan to get an outline back into it again was, hold on, okay, a matte blur and matte resize. So a matte resize just sort of takes something and bulks it out a lot. So the shape looks like that. You see what's sort of going on there? There you go. Yeah, takes an outline, blows it out. The matte blur you can use it as a blur, but it's more used as a mass color changer. That it's very easy to do. So I could, take it and make the whole thing black. And then finally put another thread directly on top, like so. In this case, is it? Yeah, so it's going on top, and that will, two images of it. There we go, outline. But now it was starting to look a little bit too washed out. It's too little black. Having one around the entire shape is good, but there is a foreground and a background. So then I just sort of made another outline layer, which is just the paintbrush by hand carving out certain parts. And I think that's okay. There's some sparkle effects sitting over here. And when that plays, it sort of, ding, ding, ding. So that should make it tantalizing. And oh, hang on, they're sort of sitting in the background a bit, aren't they? That's no good. Peg them up. Top view. sort of screw it to efficiency. I'm just going to physically pull them into the foreground. There we go, no missing it now. Haha. That should make it very visible, and hopefully tantalizing it when you see it through a wall, through the mysterious fog. Next, you've seen some of the keys. I've explained the mechanics of the keys and lock mechanisms. That is going to be the primary mechanics of the game. If you haven't, go look at the playlist. You'll see them. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But the next one is going to be one of the big main keys, one of the big treasures that you find to unlock one of the big doors. It is, of course, the Mega Key.